What is up? Hello, what's the deal? What's up? It's that time, it's that hour. It's righteous with another video. Um, Today I want to talk about a couple things, man. I'm not gonna play too much music because I want to get right to it. I want to say thank you to all my homies out there that were there for me, in my hardest times, in my family's hardest times. Thank you, all my homies. You know who you are. Hector Franco, uh, Brian Martinez, family. You know what I'm saying? Yenris, Gibbs, Ivan. There's a countless amount of people that were there for me. If I'm forgetting you, I'm sorry, but uh, a lot of you guys know who you are. Um, there's so many. Darwin, you know who you are, Darwin. Um, and then some people just stop talking to me, but it's all good. But this video is definitely going to be about um, Dipset versus the Locks. Super interesting. Super interesting. All right, so I'm gonna get right into it. By the way, there was a track listing. So if you put Locks versus Dipset, and then you put versus, and you also put track lists, you will be able to see all the songs that were played. Okay, so very interesting stuff. I want to know what you guys think. If you don't know my channel, please subscribe, like. You already know the vibes. We have some things going on coming to the channel, and we also have some more stuff going to a different channel. But I don't want to announce that just yet. But I just wanted to announce to you that there's more coming in general. All right. So in the past, we had audio problems, we had all kinds of things. None of that stuff's gonna be going on now. Okay. Um, for the most part. Okay, so I want to start with how the battle started. Okay. Um, I liked it. The build up was dope. I didn't really watch too much of the Instagram stuff because I'm not really on Instagram like that. But I heard that there was some chatter, whatever. But when it comes to the actual battle, I was hyped. I was looking forward to it. And to be honest, being that I've watched so many people live on YouTube, I have respect for musicians to a different degree, to another level. I really feel like Dipset dropped the ball with making these like doing these performances with audio in the background. Now, before Jadakiss even started to say that, I already pointed it out to myself. I thought to myself, like, "Yo, this is annoying." It was annoying to me, and when he said it, I was just like, "Okay, at least I'm not crazy." Because the thing is, I didn't even care about who won. I was rooting for the Locks. I'm rooting for Dipset. I mean for D Block. But I'm like, I want to see a good show, and I don't want to hear a back audio. Like, I don't want to hear karaoke. I want to see people perform it, and I want to hear the bars. I want to see how much they really dig into that track, because I don't know. For me, when I was growing up writing, once I knew a verse and once I like mastered the track, I knew ways to dip in and out of that beat and dipping in and out of a snare, and you know, I don't know how to explain it to someone that really hasn't written, but if you basically know the lyrics to a song, you can say a word many different ways. And they had the chance, and they didn't really do it because they went along with the track for a little while. But then after like I think crunk music, because they were that was like their fourth track, because they were going back to back for a little while. They kind of stopped with the audio in the back, so it's like they were kind of like, oh snap, he's right. And then they played D Block. By that time, I already had it 2-0, because I'm like, dude, you guys, you dropped the ball on that one. You know what I'm saying? You could have done better, but who cares? I wanted to see a show, so they got to Mighty D Block. That was good. Okay, now let's go to the notes here. Let's see what I have here. Yeah, I'm talking about lip singing, right? Locks just felt their music better. That's in my notes. Okay, let's go to the notes here. Locks just felt their music better. I didn't like Dipset. That Dipset wasn't really filling their songs. I don't know if it was a production problem, but it just didn't feel like their music was bumping. But if you put aside the first two rounds because of the lip singing, it was pretty close. So let's go back to the track listing, okay? So they're on around this time. They're like at Mighty D Block, Dipset, The Anthem, Santana Town with Cameron. Dope ass track, dope track, which is what everybody wanted to hear in the Garden. Everybody wanted to hear them tracks, but not performed the way that they were performed. You know what I'm saying? It just could have been better. You know what I'm saying? Could have been better. Okay. So the Get 'em Girls, fire, fire beat, fire production. Live My Life. I like it, but it didn't have that umph to it, because that song, it's a, I don't know. To me, it's a Cameron banger. See, like when you asked me that question, bro, you asked me that question about Cameron. I don't really have a problem with Cameron, like at all, like none whatsoever. To be honest, actually liked him less when he got with Dipset. Now I get where his swag and his motivation and his thought process was going, but I just stopped liking him because of his association with Dipset. Now let me explain. Um, and we're gonna go to verses. We're talking about verses, okay? But lyrically, he did get better with Dipset, so I'm not taking that away from him. But this is all relative because of the fact that he could have battled the Locks by himself with the tracks that he has. Now, I'm not saying he would have won, and I'm not saying that it would have been closer, because I think with Dipset, he's supposed to be closer with Dipset. He had more artists, more of a production. You got songs with Kanye. You got so many beats, and like it's crazy. It's more of a umph with their production with Dipset. But lyrically, like to battle, mm, because they didn't perform it right, you would have been better off with just Cameron. Because you throwing the fans off a little bit and going back and forth. And now with Santana, it was nice, but yo, it was bangers by the Locks. Anyway, let me get back to the track list. All right. So he said, "We Gotta Live My Life" by Cameron. That's a dope song. Blood Pressure by the Locks. Not super fire, but the way they performed it, dope. Now, here in this track listing, they don't have the freestyles, because obviously Apple Music don't really understand, you know, freestyles. And what is this? What's a cream freestyle? What is a who shot your freestyle? Like, it's not on the track listing. But to me, once I saw Jada drop that mic like that, I was like, wow, that's not good. On a production level, on a performance level, yo, the crowd is like, you know what I'm saying? They really, 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 really want that fire, you know? And you can't respond to one of the goats, man, when he drops the mic like that to a beat like that from Biggie, like a Biggie track. So anyway, um, that in itself was like telling me it's almost over. Okay, so we got The Rock Just Fire. Right after that, Cameron raps. Then you got Reservoir Dogs. Sheik Luch held that down. 357, dope track, dope beat. Um, that 24 Hours to Live. Oh my gosh, that it's crazy. Let's go back to the notes because I got something on 24 Hours to Live. It says, I love how 24 Hours to Live sounded. There was a second. There was a second there that no one said a word and the beat just played. I felt like I was in there with them because that beat and energy is so goated. RIP to DMX. Everything felt right. Locke's tracks were perfected with telling a story, always showing that they love Rough Riders and not really showing all their songs from 2000s yet. So like it's true. I mean, aside from that freestyle Who Shot Ya, because from what I understand, that Who Shot Ya track is a freestyle from the 2000s. But when it came to the D Block and LOX side, it was all 90s tracks up to this point. Now, once you start dropping the Jim Jones tracks after the 24 Hours to Live song came on, that's when they started to dig into their 2000s bag because they went Jim Jones, Jim Jones, Diplomats, About It with Master P. And then they went New York City with Jay-Z. They were trying to knock it out the park there, and they should have, but I don't feel like them Jim Jones tracks, um, they didn't strike as well as they wanted it to. You know, the song with Max B, I don't really know it, but there was some folks in there that did know it. You know, the Bird Gang track, you know, Purple City, all that. Like, that did not really resonate with me because of the way they performed it and the fact that I don't really know those songs. Those were skippable songs for me when I was a teenager and I was not a Dipset fan. I mean, there was a little bit of that beef in the past because people used to say the same thing about the Locks. They used to always say, you know, where you your beats ain't there, you know, it's like gutter music, it's just like street, y'all all wearing black. That was my stuff. But now it's like it still tells me that I can't freaking relate to that music, like Jim Jones and all that. So they got to that point, I'm there like, ah. But then the New York song came on. Cameron performed it decently. It wasn't that great, but it wasn't it wasn't that bad either. Then the way Jadakiss performed New York was great because the way they were pausing the beat and the song already has pauses for Jada, but it's meant for him to rip it. And then they had Locked Up, you know, with Styles P. Um, Great track. Good segue to Certified Gangsters with Jim Jones. I like that song. Really like that song. And then also like right around here, I think Jim Jones started to get some more chemistry going. He had started to get more cocky. You could tell he was like filling the crowd. He was getting in his bag. They played We Fly High, very good track. Then they went into Benjamin's and it felt like it started to feel like a battle here again. Even though I had already gave it to Locks, it started to feel like a battle again, which I would have felt like it was granted. Like if somebody would have said, "Yo, Dipset's winning right now," I would have been like, "Yo, that's fair." You know what I'm saying? But when they dropped Benjamins, that really hit. Dipset anthem hit, but it could have been a little harder. Um, but I like their energy on that one. That was one of the best songs of the night. So I can't really hate on that. You know, they had a good track with. I mean, the Locks had a good track with Wild Out to sting back, to punch back. Come on, Dipset, Wild Out, come on, Dipset. I love that. I love how Jada was just like, come on, Dipset, just looking at the cat. I loved it, man. I loved it. Come on, Dipset, Wild Out. Ooh,
was so hard, man. Um, and then they dropped Killer Cam, which kind of like took like a left. They were like they were going somewhere with it. Like it was just starting to feel like it was tit for tat. And then when you drop the Killer Cam beat, for me, that song had an impact because that just in general that beat was hard. Like I've heard people try to like put other people rap on that beat, and no one could rap on that track like Cam did. Killer Cam track is so hard, bro. It's so hard, but it was not the right time. It was bad timing. I don't know when you could have played it. Maybe after Jada dropped, he played By Your Side. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you could have did it like that because that's like a solo track where Jada Kid's got his little verse right there with the By Your Side out. A song from his album, his second album. He could have did something there. Then they did Kiss Your Ass Goodbye, which was an anthem. It's not a crazy anthem like the Dipset anthem, but it's an anthem. Then you got Salute, which I don't know. 848. See, this is Jim Jones again. I'm on ice again because I'm like, I don't know these tracks. Like some songs I do know, and then some songs I don't know. And maybe that's because I'm a Locks fan or whatever, but it just didn't resonate with me. It didn't. And another thing is, if you're playing a song that I don't know, you gotta make me like it, and you gotta make me feel like it's your fault you don't know this track. You need to know it, and they didn't. They didn't. They were only performing for their fans, and you can't always do that. You gotta try to knock it out the park. Now, when Jadakiss even said it, it's like, "Yo, is that a new song? Is that an old song? What is this? What we doing here? What we doing here? What we doing here?" Jadakiss kept asking that, like, "What's going on?" That resonated with me because I felt like that. Give me my slippers, bro. I'm out, man. This is over. You know what I'm saying? What we doing here? All the little side things going on as well. That was funny. Now going to Old Boy, I love that track. I love Hey Ma, and I love Oh Boy. Those beats hard. You had me. It's like you automatically get around because of that. I just love those beats. I love when they came out. I love that there was a remix with Jay-Z of Oh Boy. Um, I just love those tracks. Then you got Ride or Die, because then this is where they really messed up. This this was over for me. For me, this is when I was like, okay, it's clearly over because now you're basically telling the Locks to play your best music, financially best, like your Billboard tracks, and make sure that they're for women at the same time. And once he said that, folks, it was over because he said, "Yo, we got Grammys. They got grams. Like it just separated them." And because it's not just the fact that they're talking about their songs, they're basically saying we're musicians too. We're not just rappers. We're artists. We know how to create music. We love music. Period. We mess with J Lo. We mess with Mariah Carey, which are they're goats in their not J Lo. I mean, in that time J Lo was hot, but Mariah Carey is a goat. You know what I'm saying? In R&B, Mary J. Blige is a goat in R&B. So that's what they're pertaining to. And obviously, Cameron got songs with Beyonce, whatever. It's just about impact too. So again, you got Honey, Jenny from the Block, Good Love. I like that song by Chic. Not too bad. Knock Yourself Out. Hard. Hard. You modeling my knock yourself out. Wanna take your hair down? Are you ready to move? Yo, my favorite bar when I was a kid. And you could shout out to my homie Jay Ree. He used to be with me in sixth, seventh, eighth grade. Yo, bro, I used to have this watch. It had Michael Jordan in the background of the watch. So it was like a ticker. Like it had the arms and all that. And it had Michael Jordan in the back again. So when he said that bar, when you look at the watch and you're reading the time or something like that, it's sort of like you're watching yourself. And I used to say that shit all the time. I used to say that all the time, because I was trying to say I was like MJ, but whatever. It was just a line that I would never forget. Boom, we go to Good Times, which is I Get High. Second verse, killed it. Even Jada was thrown off, like, oh, because they switched it up. They went turun with the I Got Five beat. Is a rap. They killed it with that. Even I saw somebody wave like it. God damn, bro! Like, you're killing us. What are you gonna do? All for the love. That was like a cheat. They cheating now. Jada Kiss. All for the love. What? You crazy? You cannot play with that. Cannot play with that. That's really hard. Really hard to be as a. And you talking about hardcore hip hop. Jada Kiss. All for the love. Really hard to beat. And the fact that they played it at that moment, sick. Rough Riders anthem, cool. Last Day, with Biggie on the track, really hard. Yo, what's beef to you? Three dudes with hoodies and bats. Yo, yo, I love that track. Here comes Cameron with Down and Out. Not bad, not bad. I love all this. Yo, that purple CD, yo, by Cameron, that album, crazy. Then Likes comes with Money, Power, Respect. That's a goat. That's a goat track. I like 24 Hours to Live a little bit more, but DMX is on Money, Power, Respect. It's a little bit of a hardcore hip hop track because now you got DMX on there. Um, by Your Side, eh, I mean, I like it, but to me, it didn't fit the program like that. And then they drop I Really Mean It, Cameron and Jim Jones. And also We're Gonna Make It. Now you have to play that song. That's like their anthem of of all time. So overall, um, I would say Dipset lost by like 5 or 7 rounds, bro. Just getting clobbered, like just getting hurt, just dropped and one, two, three, four. Like just you getting up now. And it is not always all on their tracks because their songs had impact. Like I Really Mean It had impact, but it's the delivery. There were certain moments there that they were like letting the fans sing along, which is brilliant. It's smart. But what about the viewers? You know what I'm saying? Not everybody is from New York. You feel me? So make them like your tracks that you don't know if they know it yet. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. You don't do that to people. All right. So that is it. This is my quick little comeback. Like I said, I'm gonna be dropping more videos, more content. Right now, my daughter's actually sleeping here, so I can't make an immense amount of noise. But like, I'm pretty sure you guys can hear me pretty good. So there will be a little bit more coming. Um, but yeah, I don't want to be too loud. I just had to drop something. And I want to let you guys know that I am paying attention to what's going on in the media regarding boxing and whatnot. I just wanted to drop something that I'm truly interested in and that I could just kind of like talk about stuff from like New York. You know what I mean? Um, I just want to talk about something lighter because to me, the Pacquiao news and Errol Spence news, it's coming. I'm gonna drop something on that. But aside from that, I wanted to let you guys know what was going on with me as well. I've been on a hiatus, and I needed it. Um, I needed to basically I needed a break. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not really on social media, so all the stuff, all these links that is gonna be in my description, um, it's not really active like that. And I don't know if you guys really care like that, but you know, you can still like, you can still subscribe because I'm gonna be active on here. Just gonna have a couple of different projects going on, so follow me on here. All right. Um, so yeah, for the most part, thank you for your support. There's more coming. Shout outs to all my bros, so all the fams that was there for me, they cared. Um, we're still trying to do things to make things better. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to talk too much, but I do want to end it with a Pac quote. Let's go back to that Pac quote. So every rap rant from now on is gonna end with a Pac quote. All right, you ready? Reality is wrong. Dreams are for real. All right, stamp that. Live it. All right, bros and gals. Take care. Peace out. We'll keep in touch.